Stop scrolling right now. Because what just happened on Instagram is not normal. One single post, no warning, no teaser, no explanation, and suddenly, the entire timeline exploded. Welcome back to Jikook Lover, the channel where we uncover every hidden detail, every silent message, and every moment the world can't stop talking about. Before we go any further, smash that like button, drop your theory in the comments, and subscribe right now so you don't miss what might be the biggest clue of the year. Because this isn't just an Instagram upload. This feels like a statement, a signal, maybe even a warning. And trust me, you're not ready for what fans are starting to notice. The internet has a strange way of going quiet before it erupts. For a brief moment, everything feels normal. Feeds scroll as usual. Notifications trickle in at their predictable pace. And then, without countdown or announcement, something appears that shifts the entire atmosphere. That's exactly what happened when the latest Instagram post went live. No dramatic caption, no cryptic emojis, just a single image, calm, composed, almost understated. And yet within minutes, it transformed into a global conversation. At first glance, it seemed simple. A relaxed pose, an all-black outfit radiating quiet sophistication, a soft smile that felt warm but unreadable. The setting minimal, almost deliberately clean. But simplicity can be deceptive, because the reaction was anything but simple. Within moments, likes began climbing at a pace that defied expectation. Comments flooded in from every corner of the world. Korean, English, Spanish, Indonesian, Arabic, thousands stacking upon thousands. Fans weren't just complimenting the look. They were analyzing it, questioning it, feeling it. Why did this feel different? That question echoed across timelines. Because it wasn't the first time an Instagram update had gone viral. But this one carried a different energy. A stillness that somehow felt louder than any headline. The expression seemed softer, yet more confident. The styling minimalist, yet undeniably powerful. It wasn't flashy. It wasn't loud. And perhaps that was precisely why it hit harder. Some fans said the smile felt more mature. Others insisted there was a new aura, calmer, stronger, almost reflective. Fashion accounts quickly began dissecting the all-black ensemble, calling it timeless, elevated, intentional. The luxury accessory placed beside him sparked its own wave of discussion. Was it simply a stylistic choice? Or was it symbolic? And then the theories began. Social media threads stretched for pages. Screenshots were zoomed, contrasted, sharpened. Lighting was analyzed. Angles were debated. Even the timing of the upload became part of the speculation. Why now? Why without warning? Why this concept? Major entertainment outlets soon picked up the story, describing the upload as another internet-breaking moment. Hashtags began trending organically. Reaction videos multiplied within hours. Fan edits appeared almost instantly, set to emotional soundtracks, amplifying the sense that something meaningful had just happened. But what exactly happened? That's the mystery. In an era where celebrity posts are often calculated marketing moves, this felt almost quiet, and quiet can be powerful. There was no promotional link, no visible campaign tag, no obvious announcement attached, just presence. And sometimes presence alone is enough to shift attention worldwide. Analysts have long argued that digital influence isn't measured solely by numbers, but by emotional response. And the emotional response here was undeniable. Fans described feeling nostalgic. Others felt reassured. Some even admitted they sensed a transition, a new chapter beginning silently. Was this evolution? A rebranding? A subtle reset? Or are fans reading too deeply into a simple photograph? That tension between simplicity and symbolism is exactly what fuels viral moments like this. The more understated the image, the more space it leaves for interpretation. And interpretation is where fandom thrives. As hours turned into a full day, engagement didn't slow. It intensified. The post remained pinned in conversations. Every minor detail became a talking point. The relaxed posture, was it signaling comfort? The gentle smile, was it relief? Confidence? A hidden message? The minimalist background, coincidence or concept? Some observers noted that the power of the image lies in its restraint. In a digital world dominated by excess, the decision to present something clean and composed feels intentional. It commands attention without demanding it. And perhaps that's what unsettled people the most. Because when someone doesn't explain themselves, curiosity grows louder. Silence can feel strategic. Silence can feel emotional. Silence can feel like anticipation. The biggest question isn't why it went viral. The real question is what comes next. Is this the calm before a major announcement? A hint at a new artistic direction? A personal milestone quietly acknowledged? Or simply a moment of authenticity that resonated more deeply than anyone expected? No follow-up caption has appeared. No clarifying live stream. No official statement. Just one image. And millions of interpretations. What makes moments like this so powerful isn't just the visual itself, but the timing wrapped around it. The upload arrived during a period when fans were already hyper-aware, already watching closely, already wondering what the next move might be. There were no countdowns, no cryptic hints leading up to it. And perhaps that absence is what amplified everything. Because when expectation is floating in the air, even the smallest spark can feel like fireworks. Digital culture moves fast. Trends appear and disappear within hours. Yet this post refused to vanish into the algorithm. Instead, it anchored itself there. Engagement didn't spike and fall, it stabilized at a high level, which is often a sign that something deeper than surface-level hype is happening. People weren't just tapping like and scrolling away. They were lingering, saving, sharing, reposting, debating. Some fans began comparing this image to past eras, placing photos side by side and noting subtle differences in posture, gaze, and energy. They spoke about growth, not just in style, but in presence. There was a composure that felt intentional, a quiet self-assurance, the kind that doesn't need validation because it already knows its own weight. Others focused on emotional symbolism. The all-black outfit was interpreted by some as timeless elegance, by others as mystery, and by a few as a metaphor for transition. The minimal background was described as a blank page, as if suggesting something new is about to be written. It's fascinating how a single image can become a mirror, reflecting whatever emotions the viewer brings into it. And then there's the smile. Not wide, not exaggerated, just enough. Enough to feel warm, enough to feel controlled, enough to spark endless interpretation. Was it happiness? Was it reassurance? Was it subtle confidence after overcoming something unseen by the public eye? When someone's expression sits perfectly between open and unreadable, it creates narrative tension. And narrative tension keeps people watching. Industry watchers also pointed out how this kind of understated presence often precedes larger moves. Major announcements sometimes arrive quietly first, like a soft knock before a door swings wide open. Could this be that knock? Or is the silence itself the message? A reminder that not every moment needs to be explained. There's also a psychological layer at play. Fans form emotional connections, not only through grand gestures, but through stillness. When an idol, artist, or public figure appears calm and grounded, it reassures those who care about them. It signals stability, and stability can be deeply comforting in a world that feels chaotic. But comfort isn't the only emotion swirling around this post. There's curiosity, suspicion, anticipation, because when something feels different, even slightly, people notice. And when millions notice at once, it becomes a global ripple effect. The question now isn't whether the post was impactful. That's already proven. The real question is whether this moment will stand alone, a beautifully simple upload that captured attention, or whether, days from now, we'll look back and realize this was the first clue in a much bigger story unfolding right before our eyes.